Want to see something pretty crazy? Check it out.
All right, so right now we are by the door to the observation deck. I've taken you out here a couple times before when the sun was setting and everything. It's been a while since you can't really see too much, but right now you might actually be able to even hear it from outside, but we are having what is probably the craziest storm we've had here at the South Pole so far. It's been going for about 4 days now, and the winds are currently at about 27 knots, which is just insane. Like it's pretty crazy out there. So I'm gonna show you kind of what it looks like. I mean, you won't really be able to see much because it's dark. I'll have my light on, but that's about it. So mostly I just want you to listen, because let's do it. Oh yeah, that's our doping. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Listen to that! Isn't that crazy? This right here is the crazy weather at the South Pole. Woo! Oh man. Alright, I'm cold because the wind is right in my face. So I'm going back inside, but oh my goodness. Isn't that crazy? Absolutely unbelievable. Actually, I'll show you a picture right now. This wind is causing snow to get in all kinds of cracks. So the big blast doors that we have by the entrance of our work center, like from outside, today just built up with these crazy drifts. Check it out. I mean, it was pretty awesome. You could hide behind. But yeah, that is all for this, and let's go back to my room and talk about the month of June.
Pretty ridiculous, huh? All right, give me 1 second. Okay. That's, yeah, there you can see how crazy weather can get here at the South Pole. So basically, that storm has been raging for like 3 or 4 days now, and I mean it is not letting up, which is kind of a bummer because the moon is going down either today or tomorrow. But hopefully it'll clear up in a second. But anyways, here we are at the very end of July, finally doing the June review video. Wow, yeah, it's been a pretty crazy month this month, so gonna have a lot to talk about in July's video. But for now, let's jump in, and I figure we should actually continue on with the weather theme and go there. And the first thing actually connects a little bit with the storm, which is a real bummer, in that the storm has not been letting up. And that is because currently, like in the next day or two, the moon is going to be going down, and this is the last time that we are in full darkness mode. So there are different levels of twilight depending on how many degrees below the horizon the sun is, and astronomical twilight starts on August 2nd. So it'll still be dark. We won't really be able to tell the difference with our naked eye or anything, but the fact that in like a week and a few days it's twilight again. Like, what? It's honestly unbelievable. But hopefully I'll be able to get some good photos in that time period. If this stupid weather lets off, then I'll be out pretty much every single day taking advantage of that last bit of dark period. But let's continue on with the weather, because there's a couple more fun things, I guess. The first being that earlier in June, so we're talking June 4th actually, was the first time of the season that we almost hit negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It doesn't really mean much, but it's a really exciting thing because it's triple digits. I mean, it hits negative 100 as far as wind chill goes all the time, so that's not really a special thing, but ambient only happens a few times. When I was here in 2017, it only happened 3 times, which is, you know, pretty rare. But it happened June 4th, it happened, we got really, really close. I unfortunately don't have a screenshot of it, but we were so close. I think we were like negative 97, 98 even. We could have even been 99. It was really close, and everyone was watching because it's a really crazy experience to see the temperature hit negative 100. We're talking like triple digits. Absolutely insane. But that's the first big weather thing, I guess, that happened this season. But anyways, jumping back to that whole idea of darkness, but actually in June, not July, like right now. Last month was the first time that I was able to capture a long time lapse. So usually I have my camera box that I've made for my time lapse, and that lets my camera live like 4 hours or so, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, depending on how well I packed it and the temperature. But I get, you know, relatively long time lapses. But last month I bought off of one of the astronomers here, I actually bought a cable that allows me to plug my camera in, which can keep it going indefinitely. So I did a time lapse that lasted 25 hours, and it's really cool to be able to see kind of everything go all the way around. Actually, check it out right now. I'll speed it up a bit so it doesn't take too long, but check it out. Pretty neat, huh? So like I said, we are approaching our last period of darkness here, so I'm hopefully going to be able to do a few more of those really long time lapses while I still have the chance. But anyways, next topic is the one, of course, you knew was coming, that you've all been waiting for, Midwinter. Don't worry, I'm not going to really talk about it too much because I made 4 videos or so about it. But just to give you the skinny, I guess, it's a very big deal here in Antarctica as a whole. It is the one holiday that every station on continents actually celebrates, which is a huge deal. We send each other greeting cards. All the American stations made a video that got then compiled by the NSF into a bigger video. We have a big fancy dinner. People get to open Midwinter boxes, which are basically boxes that they either sent themselves or had their loved ones send them, that they were then able to open on Midwinter to, get some treats to kind of help push that second half. But all those things were incredible. It was an amazing, amazing holiday with incredible food and drink and company, and it was a really, really good weekend. I'll post all the links to the Midwinter stuff down below if you're interested in seeing it. I recommend checking it out because it is one of the biggest deals of the entire winter. Our station manager, it's his favorite day of the entire winter season. So it's a pretty big deal, but not going to talk about it anymore because I talked about it like crazy already. So we're going to go move on. Oh man, so here I am just sitting editing this video, and I realized there was one more thing that I forgot that I really wanted to talk about when it comes to Midwinter, and I didn't talk about it anywhere else. I know, it's a lot, but this is the last thing, I promise. So if you watched my February review video, one of the things you'll remember is that one of the traditions here at the South Pole is when the last airplane leaves for the winter, we all go to the gym, we set up the projector and the screen and the couches and everything, and we all watch The Thing, which is just kind of a hilarious, somewhat messed up tradition, but I absolutely love it. In Midwinter, we have a very similar thing where we go back into the gym, set up the projector and the couches and everything again, and this time we watch The Shining. Here's Johnny! Which is, a bit crazy maybe, but it's a tradition that's been going on for years. I personally think it's really great. It's a really good time, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I just wanted to tell you that. Now back to the video, and I promise, no more Midwinter stuff. I promise. Right along. And that is too one of the most ridiculous things that we have done here at the South Pole. Roomba races. So we actually have these Roombas that are running around the hallways of the station, like the main long hallways that are just, keeping the place tidy while we wait for the weekends for House Mouse, which then everyone goes around and does a certain cleaning task, and one of the teams will then go and, sweep and mop all the hallways. So, but we have the Roombas that are going in between. So of course, we thought, why not race them? So we got, a bunch of people. We're really excited about the whole situation. We had 3 Roombas, lined them up at the end of the hallway, and then we had a finish line that we actually had some safety tape that I had to go through. And yeah, it was unbelievable. It was one of the most ridiculous, but also one of the most fun things I've ever done here at the South Pole. And also, I have never seen 40 adults be so excited about Roombas. Yes! Yes! Yes!
How do you feel feel about your victory?
I'm proud. I'm very proud. Absolutely.
This is simultaneously the best and the stupidest idea we have ever had.
Like, what? Yeah, it was just a really, really good time. But yeah, that's actually the last kind of the big event that happened really in the month of June. Things are starting to get to that point now where things are just chugging along and everyone has their weekly activities and daily activities that they like to do. So nothing is changing too much. We have some standout things each month, of course, but for the most part, things are just chugging along at this point. I realize I haven't really talked about work in a long time, and I still need to make my What I Do Here video, but yeah, work is going well as far as our job. I'm in supply and logistics, along with some other stuff on the side as well, like fuels and being part of an emergency response team, but my primary job is supply and logistics, and yeah, we're doing really well. We're right on track to finish in time for the winter. Currently, we are working on audits, so basically we have all these inventory storerooms everywhere, and we've been going through and basically counting everything, so we know that how much of all materials are on station, so that the purchasing department back in the States can properly order things. And then, of course, we have other random tasks that we do throughout the week, but that's kind of the big thing that's going on right now. Nothing too crazy exciting. Like I said, I will make a full video about what I do here probably in the next month or so. But yeah, that's kind of it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Make sure you go down below and hit that little like button, the subscribe, the bell, the comment, the share, the things. You know the drill. And on that note, thank you so much, and I will see you next week.